From the Big West to the Big Sky, and now at the peak of college basketball, Darius Brown II has seen it all throughout his basketball journey. Despite change, there's been one constant the last 2 seasons: Danny Sprinkle, a relationship that is fueling a season of unexpected success in Logan. Hi everyone, and welcome inside the Mountain West Network studio. I'm Bridget Howard. Without further ado, let's head on out to Logan, Utah and bring in the star guard for the Aggies, Darius Brown II. Darius, thank you so much for making the time for us today, and congratulations on the win in Fresno.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, well, it's great to have you on here at the Mountain West Network, but downtown Darius Brown, we have got to talk about your play the last few weeks because it has been incredible. And specifically in the last week, you've won Mountain West Player of the Week. You recorded a double-double against the Bulldogs. And oh, by the way, knocked down a deep 3 to send it to overtime on Tuesday. I mean, the list goes on. But in the month of February as a whole, you've averaged nearly 15 points per game. What has allowed for this offensive explosion from you lately?
Just being aggressive. The teams know us, and I think I can be passive sometimes. I can get teammates going, but I think that this past month has been open for me to score, be aggressive, and help the team win that way. And I think that's the beauty of my game. I can do a lot of different things, whether it's score, pass, and whatever the team needs me to do. And this past month has just been being aggressive and scoring.
Well, it's been exciting to watch you on the offensive end this last month. As it stands today, your Aggies are ranked in both the AP and coaches polls, coming in at 22 and 23 this week, and have now been ranked 6 times this season. You just picked up a road win over Fresno State and now look towards a matchup with Air Force tonight in the Spectrum. What do you like most about the basketball that your group is playing right now?
I would say we're really together right now. It's right now at this time of year. It's not really more. It's not X's and O's. It's personnel. It's your team. It's togetherness. It's how you practice. It's all those things. And this team is really together right now. Our word as a team is synergy, and I think we have a lot of that right now, and it's carrying over. And we needed to carry over in the March.
Well, before we dive more into this season and the success that this Aggies group has had, let's talk about your path to Utah State. Over the course of your collegiate career, you've played in 3 different leagues: the Big West, the Big Sky, and now in the Mountain West. You spent 4 years at CSUN, 1 year at Montana State, and now here you are in your 6th season spending it in Logan, Utah. You've seen a lot of basketball, so I'm curious, what's different about the level of competition here in the Mountain West?
Man, it's every night is a grind. Really physical league, and great players from 1 to 5 on every team. This whole league just has a great collection of players from 1 to 5. Definitely the deepest league I've ever played in. And I'd say a big difference is obviously home court advantage is crazy in this conference. I'm not going to say it was non-existent in the Big West and Big Sky, but it's almost night and day as far as Mountain West. Home court advantage is a very huge thing. That's probably the biggest difference. But physicality and just the skill set of every team's 1 through 5 is crazy.
Yeah, well, before you landed in Logan, you played at Montana State under head coach Danny Sprinkle. Last season saw you 2 win a Big Sky tournament title. You also earned Big Sky Defensive Player of the Year and also earned 3rd team All-Conference honors. At the end of the season, Coach Sprinkle accepts the role at Utah State, compiles a team from the ground up, and is now a top candidate for the National Coach of the Year award. Why did you know in your heart that following Coach Sprinkle to Utah State would be the best fit for you?
I played for 3 different head coaches through college, and I thought for my last year it's probably not smart to go with a 4th. For my familiarity, my comfort, it was just easiest for me to stick with a whole staff that I know, not just Sprinkle, but the whole staff that I know, and it just made it easier for me. So I think that was probably the biggest thing that went into that.
Well, Darius, it's been said time and time again this season, but the run your Aggies are on has been nothing short of extraordinary, considering that this team returned 0 points from last season. Not to mention the success on the road has been particularly impressive. 11 wins away from home are the most in the Mountain West and tied for 11th most in the nation. What happened leading up to this season to get this group on the same page and playing your best out of the gates to put you in the position that you are in right now, tied for first in the league and eyeing an NCAA tournament run?
A long summer, a long summer that just summers where you set the tone for your whole season. And we went hard, and it was a lot of learning given the new team, and me and Great the only ones being familiar with Coach Sprinkle. So it was a lot of work, just a lot of hard work. And this team we learned a lot of lessons. The lessons have come through wins and not losses. So, when you learn through wins and you have all these close games and, neutral court, road, home, like all these, we've had every type of win this year. Games where we probably didn't deserve to win more than the other team, but we made some plays down the stretch. There was a lot of things. So, but we have come together as a team, and that really plays a hand in all these road wins, being together as a team. So.
Well, there's no denying that this Utah State roster is packed with stars. Great Osibor, Mason Falslev, Ian Martinez, Isaac Johnson, and of course, yourself. You're currently top 10 in the nation in assist to turnover ratio and rank in the top 20 in assists, making you one of 4 Mountain West guards to rank among the top 30 in the nation in total assists. How have you had to continue to elevate your play over the course of conference action?
Just one game at a time. Every team is different. Every team plays me individually different, and sometimes it's scoring, sometimes it's getting teammates involved. But I would say it's just doing whatever to get the job done, whatever it takes to get the win. And sometimes the games unfold differently than how you think it is on scout and all these other things. But it really just comes down to doing whatever it takes in the moment to win. And whether that's adjustments from the coach or telling or talking to Spring about what I see going on the floor, which is, maybe we should do this or we should do that. But it just goes down to just coming down to winning. And whether it's scoring or assisting, whatever I need to do is just winning.
Well, 3 games left are in the regular season before you hit the road to Las Vegas for the Mountain West Championships at the Thomas and Mack Center. And I don't think the Mountain West could be any more crazy or exciting than it is right now. So when you look at this league as a whole, and specifically those top 6 teams right now, what has you most excited for Mountain West Madness?
I have so much fun watching the other games. It's stressful when you're playing in it, but watching all the other teams play, it's so fun to watch this conference. And I anytime I see a game on that, I try to watch it. But it's just such a fun conference to watch, and I'm excited for that. And most importantly, it's about us. We have to take care of business ourselves, but I'm excited to watch the games too. Like it's gonna be a great tournament.
Well, Darius, thank you so much for joining us today. It's been so much fun to follow this Aggies team this year, and good luck tonight against Air Force.
Thank you.
That's Darius Brown II, graduate guard for Utah State men's basketball. The Aggies host Air Force tonight at 9 p.m. Mountain Time in the Spectrum. The game will be broadcast live on FS1. From the Mountain West Network studio, I'm Bridget Howard.